Behind me is my new BMW X5M competition, which has already arrived from America. How long did it take? What's under the hood? What's behind the doors? Today I'm going to tell you. I'll definitely show my first emotions, how I experienced it all. So let's start from the beginning. I left Kiev in a Lexus. Yes, in a Lexus GX. To see and meet my dream car. Well, dear friends, dear family, we're in Bibrika. It's half an hour to Lviv, and in about an hour, I'll see my next car. BMW X5M competition. By the way, we're traveling in this cabin right now. Lexus GX, let me show you a little bit. That's a Lexus GX 550 Overtrail. It has these huge rims. And look at the front end. It's just totally aggressive. About the car. To be honest, I drove an X5M competition yesterday. They let me take it for a spin. I got in, was blown away. Great emotions. But somehow, right now, I'm not feeling that spark. I don't know, maybe I'm burnt out from the wait. I'm always honest with you and tell it like it is. Right now, a $100,000 car is coming to me, but no emotions. Actually, during these 2 months of bidding and 2 months of shipping, I probably overhyped myself so much that now they've burnt out. But there's also a chance this is all just because I haven't seen the car yet. As soon as I see it, I'll melt like a little girl. Everything will be wet underfoot, I'll look at it, and tears of joy will flow. I don't know yet, but you'll find out in a few minutes. Still, no matter how you look at it, it's a dream and it must be fulfilled. I need to close this chapter and set something new. There are so many ideas for the project and everything. Ideas on what to do with it. So, good luck. And we're heading out. In an hour, I'll see my dream car. Well, the moment has come, I'm arriving, and they tell me the car is already there. I take a peek with one eye and realize I've already seen it. Not on purpose, but that rear end. And I'm just like, wow, is it really her? I completely forgot the car is totally smashed in the front and looks like nothing, but the rear draws me in. As long as it's not a woman's rear. And I went to take a look. Oh, holy mother of God. Holy crap, I've already seen a bit. I'm already peeking a little with one eye. I'll go from the front right away. I've seen the rear. I'd already get a bit closer there. Well, let's go. Smashed car, damn it. Well, from the back it looked wow. Well, this is just, look at these rims. The front rim, holy mother of God. You know what's funny? I just realized it. I don't even realize this is my car. I'm just doing a review like this. The interior, let me see the interior. Damn, the interior. Well, listen, it's nice with this, right? Very nice. There's so much stuff in the trunk. There'll be a separate review of what's in there. I'm not even going in there to look. Well, let's see what's under the hood. What's most important? That even though the impact, I gather, was on this side, everything here is straight. So if you look at it, it's marked here, everything's fine here too. A wheel, a spare. By the way, I still don't get what happened to it, because the wheel actually seems to be in the trunk. The engine and everything else here looks fine. To be honest, I'm no expert, so we're heading to the service station now to see what they have to say about it. I'll take another look around, then I'll do an unboxing of what's in the trunk, and then we're off to the shop to see what needs to be done. Holy cow, just look at this, it's a carbon fiber cap, carbon fiber. I wonder how much carbon fiber goes for these days. Maybe I'll just strip it all off and sell it, and that'll cover the repairs. There's also a lot of carbon fiber in the interior, if you look. These inserts are carbon fiber. This is carbon fiber. That's carbon fiber. So this carbon fiber package in Ukraine, by the way, costs 60,000 hryvnias just to add it. Just so you know, Bowers and Wilkins in Ukraine costs 230,000 hryvnias to have, instead of just Harman Kardon. A combined interior, like this one I have, is an extra 260,000 hryvnias. So it's really well equipped. The only thing missing is the Sky Lounge panoramic roof. That's what it looks like. It lights up from above. A shame, but not a deal breaker. No rear monitors, but I'm not planning to sit back there anyway. And whoever rides with me should just be grateful I'm driving them in a car like this, right? And third, no night vision. Well, to be honest, I had laser eye surgery, so I can see just fine without all that. But I'm really curious, mostly about the wheel rim. The rim, just because the rim is very hard to find. If it's in good condition, then yes! Holy mother of... There's even a tire on that rim. That's it. I won't even have to buy a tire. Why bother? They'll put it all together for me tomorrow, and I'll head home. The emotions were very strange. I saw this car as just a vehicle sitting there that I needed to review, not as a car that will soon be mine, or rather is already mine and is just being repaired. I looked it over and I was most worried about the interior. I opened it and realized it's mine. Alright, unboxing of everything we can get to for now. Can you believe it? The Americans were worried that I might not have the bumper mounts and so on. They even sent me all of that. What kind of phone is this? To call the shop or what? But seriously, what could this phone be for? Is it from BMW or just some random one? Nah, it's some random Panasonic. Next, imagine, I plug it in and someone in America gets a shock. Some guy was driving around playing role-playing games. And now let's look in here. That's all there is, an American nut. Well, now we're taking the car to the service station, taking it to get a whiff of that homey smell where everything gets fixed. And we'll try to start it, we'll try to see what's going on underneath, what needs to be done, and calculate the costs. I really hope it won't end up being too expensive for me, but honestly, who am I kidding? Let's face it, it's probably going to cost a fortune, maybe even more than I expect. In the end, the car arrived at the service station, backed in on the tow truck. I've never seen anything like this. They lifted it off the tow truck, looked at it from below. The impact actually wasn't that serious. The right side, where the impact hit, held up very well. The whole right side is more or less intact. It mostly hit the wheel rim. Just so you understand, the frame rails are intact. And it's a huge problem if a car arrives with bent frame rails. First, it's harder to fix, and second, you'll never be able to sell it. And now for the most important part. We need to start the car and find out what's inside the trunk. Because if you haven't seen it, the whole trunk is packed with stuff. And if anything in there is still good, since I'm doing a facelift, we can sell those parts. So let's go open it up. Well, we've arrived at the shop where they'll be fixing my car. And now let's open this Kinder surprise. You see, there are so many spare parts in the trunk, it's just crazy. And in theory, some of them could even be sold, I think, because there are headlights, for example, that cost about $2,500. The grille and so on. It's all original. So we're going to unpack it, let's go. Anyway, we opened the trunk, we figured out how to connect the battery, and from here it gets very interesting. Because the first thing here is the bumper. Because a bumper, damn, costs quite a bit. And if it's repairable, then we can figure something out now. And the cool thing is, the bumper has parking sensors which we actually need. If the sensors are here, that would be very, very good. Listen, the bumper could even be repaired in theory, can you imagine? I mean, it's actually almost intact. Well, it's cracked, but still. Now this is very interesting. These are two headlights. If they are repairable in theory, that will be very, very good. So, headlight number one. Well, who knows, honestly, if this can be fixed or not. There. You can see what it's like. It's cracked right here. Right here. But it seems intact. I mean, these lasers inside are intact. Well, let me remind you, these are the laser headlights. The top of the line ones available at the time. Now the second headlight. And this is also very interesting. And scary. Wow. Well, it's just a whole headlight. The only thing is the glass right here. It's cracked. There. There, like that. Now for the most interesting part, the rim. What's the deal with the rim? It'll be very hard to find a rim if this one isn't intact. So fingers crossed. And that's exactly where the impact was. So the rim might be totally trashed. It's bent, but it doesn't seem critical. It looks like it can be fixed. Now, among the interesting things, there's something packaged. And this is the packaged item I was interested in. It's a bumper grill. New, completely brand new, fresh. Smells like a store. This is an original official one. I'll be selling this too. Chicks, we've hidden this, we've packed this. And by the way, did you notice? They actually laid all this out for me. Respect, in America, I think it's rare for them to lay things out like this. They probably knew who they were delivering to. The interior is cool, really cool. There's not much room, of course. Original BMW floor mats. It's cool, by the way, that nothing was stolen. Here. One. And here's a cup holder. And there's a screen here too, by the way. A stand, everything's here. Well, let's do the first startup. Now, it's time for the first start, the first ignition. I'm really curious to hear how it'll roar. I hope everything's going to work. The check engine light came on. Well, the sound was great. I liked it. To say I was blown away is an understatement. The car started up and made such a sound that at first I thought it was freaking broken. Did you just hear how it roared? Then I saw the exhaust was on, because there's a button there to turn it on and off. But I'll tell you more about that a bit later, because right now, the most important thing is the repair itself. So the plan of action now is as follows. I'm leaving the car for a few days, we'll make a list of parts to order, we'll order them, and most likely the parts will be the biggest issue, because we need to order them first and wait for them to arrive. The question is whether they'll be original new ones, original used ones, or non-original. Depending on that, first of all, the price will vary, of course. Secondly, the lead time. The third issue is the rims. While the car is being worked on and inspected, I'll give the rims to the guys who'll straighten them, because I think it's easier to fix this rim than to find a new one. And accordingly buy the tires. There will be a separate video about that. Where we'll repair it, where we'll look for parts, how much it costs, and so on, all that will come later. So the dream car project is just beginning. It's going to be very interesting. Well, as always, it was Nazar with you, and I'll see you when the next video comes out. Bye!